Howdy folks. Going to run through some customization on this iX3880 in front of us here. First thing I'm going to do is switch over to paint and choose the color I like. Where is it? Yeah, it's that one. So as I go through the rest of the options, I don't have to look at that other thing. What I mean is, whether I'm choosing painted or chrome and stuff like that, it'll have the right color on it. Alright, the OP engine, $35,000. I think I'm going to just leave it on the balanced gearbox and see what happens with that. Because this is a 5-speed, this is a 4-speed, and both of these are 8-speed. I think we just don't have enough open road to worry about an 8-speed. So I'm going to leave it on the 5-speed. The 4-speed tops out too quick. So we'll see what the 5-speed does. And I happen to know that the jacked hauling suspension is very, very stiff. The active hauling suspension is a little bit closer to what the base hauling suspension is, but it's still fairly stiff. I mean, it's not 95 like the jacked, it's more like 40. That's the closest to the ground you can get it. And it's still a hauling suspension. So it has some strength to it. It's pretty similar to the active. The active just lets you lift the truck higher. The active gives you a little bit of a lift, gives you the same lift as the jacked before you push the button and make it even taller. Decisions. Leave it on base for now, till I get a trailer behind it and see what it looks like. Wheels. Well, can't use those. Thought there was a... I don't want the bug tires. Dang it, I thought the 49-inch iX Maybe it's down here. No. Well, those do say excellent, 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 but we can't use those with the base hauling suspension. We'd have to stick to the 46s. What do we have in a 46? Average, excellent, good. Good, excellent, excellent. Those are cool looking tires. But they're also something I don't have access to. Not unless I change suspension. So I guess right now I either have to stick to the 46s or I have to change the suspension. Look at those. Studded. Excellent in every category. And a 46. I got to admit, I'd still rather do the same thing. In a 49. So I guess we'll go back and change the suspension. Hauling active. It's not as stiff as the jacked. That thing's rock hard. I know I used it. Those would be good. They don't have that tire. That tire I said was really cool looking. They don't have that in the 49s. I don't remember what that was. It was something in the 46s. Doesn't matter. It was a cool looking tire, but it was only a 46. Yeah, we'll leave those on it. OP Extreme, of course. Nothing to do there. I like the chrome or the painted. You know, if I do chrome here, then I would do like painted exhaust. Or I'll do the exhaust chrome and I'll paint the snorkel. So I think I'll paint the snorkel. Leave the exhaust chrome. Have to plug in my phone. There we go. Of course, you're going to want all-wheel drive. And we're going to make this one to haul trailers. So I believe a saddle high to haul the 8 points. And then want the sleeper, I believe. And I think there's a toolbox. Sleeper's toolbox, 251 and 50. That might take up too much space. I don't know. I think there's another toolbox in the next tab over. We'll put this on for now. I don't know if it'll stay there. OPUS Mini, 1010 and 1000. That got rid of the toolbox, and it doesn't have shit for repair points. Neither does that. So I guess we'll use this one. We get to keep the toolbox, and we got lots of repair parts and fuel and spare tires. So I think we're good there. Not going to mess with that. Well, no, can't take them off. A lot of times, depending on your add-on, you have to have mud flaps, or you have to not have mud flaps, depending on your add-ons. Some of the add-ons will be locked unless you put mud flaps on it. But he might have updated that, because now it seems like it puts the mud flaps on or takes them off, depending on which add-on you put on. Let's see. Horns chrome. We're doing exhaust chrome, so we'll do horns chrome. Otherwise, I might do horns painted if the exhaust was painted. Or let's see, are we going to paint the mirrors? Yeah, we'll do horns chrome and painted mirrors. So you got to think ahead. I always do visor painted. I like it body color. I like actually the accent color. Marker lamps. There we go. Knew I was missing something. Hoods. It's a tough decision between chrome or painted. I think since the snorkels or the air cans are painted, I'll paint the grill. Maybe if I had chrome here, I'd do chrome there, but I've learned that having the added mass on the front is a good thing. Although I would rather run the stock chrome bumper. I would, I'd love it if they gave you an option for a weighted chrome bumper or a painted bumper. Basically a stock bumper, but weighted. Put that 2,500 pounds of added mass in this bumper or that one instead of using this thing with all the brush guard. I think it ruins the looks of ruins the aesthetics of the truck. Look how nice it is with just the chrome bumper. And then you put that on it, and I think it just makes it look not as nice. We gotta move on though. Mirror housing. I said I was gonna paint the mirror housings. That's what chrome looks like. That's matte. It's paint. Fuel tanks. I always do chrome. Mud flying sleeper. Mudwiser sleeper. Problems. No problem. Huh. Right side up and upside down. What are they suggesting? Those two look like they say nothing. Exhaust, I'm gonna leave it the stock. The muzzle exhaust, I like that. Let's see. I like that one. No, it's that one. The matte pipe with the chrome heat shield. But the problem with the matte exhaust is that it blows out about 10 times the dark black smoke as this style exhaust does. This blows out so much smoke you can't even see where you're going. So despite the fact that I like that one, I use this one. And I'll use it in chrome or painted. Look how pretty the painted one is. But to have the contrast, you know, between there and there, I'll go with the chrome. Default rims. We already did the paint. Oh, I can do the Hawaii Girl, the Dreamcatcher. I'm not going to mess with exterior stickers. You can look through those. And there's always different places you can put them on the truck. A painted Snuffles painted hood. Snuffles chrome hood. Okay, I guess that changes the color of your grill surround if you go with chrome. So that's it. We're ready to leave garage. Let's see, turn this back on. That transmission is supposed to give me a low and a high gear. Said we put it in and then see, but guess we'll try that one. I'm not thrilled with those 8-speed transmissions. The first 4 or 5 gears, there's such a slight gear change from one gear to the next that it takes forever to start picking up some speed. I'm not going to do anything special as far as testing this out. Just take it for a little cruise, splash through a little mud with it. Maybe come back and see how an 8-point trailer sits on it. I knew it wouldn't take long to find some mud. Yeah, see what happens with the 8-speeders. You get up too much speed to keep it on the asphalt roads. In the mud it's a little better, you get more traction. That's holding 4th gear through this deep water. That's pretty impressive. Of course it's not pulling a trailer. We'll run this through the loop over here and then go back to the garage. Timed quest. Still 4th gear. It's It's a big jump to get to 5th gear in this thing. I'm just marking these on the map. Take a spin through the lumber yard. Make sure it'll tell us that it's a lumber yard. This transmission's not so bad. But of course, I'm not hauling anything. Hear the engine grunt a little bit for the heavy water, or going through the water, I mean to say. You gotta watch it on the road. Steering could stand to be a little slower. Not the responsiveness, but I mean the just how quickly the wheels turn when you do make a stick movement. The wheels turn very quickly. Well, we're back here at the garage. Back it up here and put an 8-spot trailer on it. See how that looks, and then call it good. I need lots of room behind me for an 8-spotter. Looks like the price went up. I don't know, maybe not. There she is. And at this suspension level, it's perfect. If I went to the high suspension, it'd be a little high. The nose of the trailer would be a little high. But at this suspension level, it's perfect for that 8-spotter. So there we go. There's your iX3880 set up with a sleeper, a toolbox, a crane with points, studded tires, 49-inch studded quasi-Mayo rubber, 8-spot trailer, ready to go do some kicking ass. Well, hauling stuff at least. I don't know about kicking ass. But we can go get stuff to make cabins or whatever else the job needs. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Howdy folks. Welcome back to SnowRunner. We are on Big Salmon Peak, Yukon region. I started out this video with showing you kind of a mod showcase. I put this truck together, we took it for a spin, I came back and I hooked it up to the 8-spotter. What I did just now is I found something to go haul with the 8-spotter. That shouldn't take more than about half hour. So we're going to take off, and as soon as we get up around the corner here, we're going to start going off-road. You can see by the screen that we're going to do rockfall in the ravine. We'll make it morning, so it'll get lighter as we go. I think there's an easier way out over here. As soon as we get up there where you build the cabins, that's where we'll turn left, go off-road. Just want to make sure, yeah. As soon as we get to that, up by that residential area, we'll go north up to where those roads cross. We will pick up our materials along the way. There's a wood framing place and a metal framing place along the route. I just hope I can get 2 planks from the wood frame. Typically, you can. I want to see if I'm supposed to be going that way, this way. Yeah. Looks like that other road goes up to where the tower is. I would like to get the metal loaded first because it's the heaviest, but that's not the way it plays out. Not unless I bypass the wood, go get the metal, turn around, come back, get the wood, turn around, go back to where the metal is. Hey, look at that. There's a wood structure at the bottom of the hill down there. That's not listed on the map, it just shows buildings. I've been by that one though. But of course we've gone from patch 10.4 to, or 10.1 rather, to 11 since then. So it probably took back the fact that I've already been there or something. I don't know. Cargo management. 2 planks. Thank you. Straight up ahead here should be 2 metal beams. Now I only need to load 1. I could load them both. But I'm thinking once I get this gateway open, I'll start hauling lumber over for building cabins. And I don't want a unit of steel in the way. But then on the other hand, there are places later in the game where that unit of steel would come in handy. Only has 1 left, so that takes the question out of it. That answered my dilemma for me. I'll go drop them off. We're only 8 minutes in and almost done. I haven't had to take it out of automatic yet. This could be a place where we get high centered. It drug a little bit, but the truck had enough traction to pull it through. I don't know if I can get you much of a side view, as the camera goes past these trees, it'll get all discolored and shit. I don't know why it does that. It doesn't look like that for me, but when I preview the video before uploading it, it'll be like that. Get you this side for a little while. Sure is a pretty truck. The few minutes it took to do this, I'll tack on to the 30 minutes we did on setting it up and check the initial checkout run. And you'll have that and a little bit of actual campaign gameplay. Right there is cargo management. And there's the obstruction. I'm interested to see if they did anything with the positioning of the gate arm. So when this was on the PTS, you couldn't bring a truck with an 8-spot trailer through that gate, because half the trailer would be on the wrong side of the gate. Now it looks like they put the square for the gateway all the way up here. It was way back up there by the building. So maybe they addressed that issue. Well, that was one of the reasons that I wanted to do this particular job. Okay, it's not unloading. There we go. Says we don't have a metal beam on there. No cargo to load. What the hell is that goofy shit? I know there is a deal where sometimes you have to make sure that the cargo management won't work unless there's nothing sitting in it. But it just plain isn't going to work. And it says it wants a metal beam. Maybe it expects it to be loaded on the front of the trailer or something. I'm not just jackknifing it for the hell of it. I'm trying to get it in a position right there. Well, I would rather the trailer wasn't leaning, but trying to get it into a position where I can unpack. See, now my mouse isn't working. But it's been doing that ever since PTS. There we go. Now, should we open the hood? No, I definitely want suspension all the way down. I just wasn't sure if it was up or down. I didn't remember. I'm going to try to unload and reload this and see if it makes a difference. It won't lift it unless it's way in, but then it's in too far. Like that, in too far. In real life, would you ever put a crane on a truck that is not load rated for the shit that you're gonna be hauling? Okay, got it to come up. Down. Unhook. Close. Pack. Restore. Let's get this done. That we should have been done. Should have just been unload the wood, unload the metal, we're done. No cargo to load. It does look like it's packed all weird. Now that straightened it out. No metal. Hey! I was just about to say still no metal to load, and it worked right. Get around here. There we go. The truck. What we did. Escape. Cleared the rock fall. I see the gay arm is way back there from where you would come through. If this is where you pop out. Yeah? Boy, I don't know. I still don't think an 8-spotter is gonna fit. Only one way to find out. But if I try going through the gateway without stopping the video, it'll corrupt everything I've recorded up to this point. So I'm going to hit the button here, and then I'm going to stop the video for a second. I'll pick it back up in a minute. We are on flooded foothills, and there's nothing on this side for you to get caught on. The gate arm is way back there. In fact, the truck is even way up past where we would travel. Let's turn it around and see if it'll go back through the other way. I might as well use this mod session as a test session. Now, I know the Kras Chabors, you can come out here on the ice. No problem. I've never tried it with this truck, but it seems to be doing pretty well. Intel. Same place the Kras Chabors has trouble with, only the difference with the Kras is it'll walk right through it and keep going. Let's see if I can grab something way up here. So nothing topples over right in my path. I should try diff lock, huh? Look at that, without put in diff lock I can get rid of the rope. So this is going to end up being about 30 minutes anyways, even though it was only 10 minutes when we first got up there. Been screwing around for 20 minutes with the glitch not wanting to take the cargo. Alright, same thing, I'll pick you up on the other side. Back on Big Salmon Peak. Now let's turn around and see what it looks like. Oh yeah! They did something. They did something right. You can come through with an 8 spot. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Now, after I'm no longer recording for real, I'll have to see if I can go across without it killing the recording. See if they fix that. But until then, that's it for us. We did putting it together. We did little test drive. We picked up metal and wood, and we completed a job. And we made sure that the 8 spot will go through the gate. Cool. Thanks. See you next time.